of thousands of dollars of damage stemming from a weekend house fire in Scottsbluff. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Plat Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Plat Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, there are no injuries, but several tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage from a nighttime fire in Scottsbluff over the weekend. According to Fire Chief Tom Shingle, firefighters were called to the 1500 block of Avenue F around 10:45 p.m. Saturday, finding fire in the corner of the living room. Shingle says fire crews were able to control the blaze within 5 minutes of the initial page, and while no one was at home at the time, firefighters were able to rescue 2 dogs from the structure. Smoke and heat damage throughout most of the main floor caused an estimated $20,000 in damage, and the investigation found the cause was unintentional from a box fan that is on the Consumer Product Safety Commission recall list. Well, a wildfire in the northern panhandle that scorched more than 1,000 acres has been turned over to local fire jurisdiction. Nebraska Emergency Management Agency says the Bronco fire reached 97% containment over the weekend after firefighters made great progress on the fire near Crawford. At its peak, there were more than 130 firefighters and multiple aircraft, including 2 Nebraska National Guard UH-60 helicopters, used to contain the Bronco fire. NEMA officials say work is ongoing, but local managers can now effectively support firefighters and the remaining work on the ground. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Plat Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Plat Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. Officials with the City of Garing last night recognized the contribution of Carla Needen-Streaks to the community. During the City Council meeting, Mayor Kent Ewing presented a plaque of appreciation to the outgoing director of the city's Tourism and Visitors Bureau. Councilmember Michael Gillen highlighted Carla's impact and said she will be missed.
I've greatly appreciated your guidance, your wisdom in directing tourism for our valley and making us truly a destination, and greatly appreciate everything you've done for the city of Garing.
Needen-Streaks completes her time as the tourism director at the end of this month, at which time she hands over the reins to Tina Worthman. Worthman is leaving the helm of the Midwest Theater, and that organization's governing board has started a search for a new director. Following the announcement that Worthman accepted a position with the City of Garing, the nonprofit organization says longtime staffer and former board member Krista Baird will step into the role on an interim basis. Board President Mary Robinson praised Worthman's leadership, saying she strengthened the community's involvement, its programming, and its financial stability. Those seeking information on the application process can contact Robinson at 672-4059. And today, Governor Jim Pillen announced he was unsuccessful in securing a filibuster-proof 33-vote majority to get winner-take-all passed before the Nebraska general election. Pillen and his team had been working over the past few weeks to see if they could call a second special legislative session to change how Nebraska's 5 electoral college votes are awarded ahead of the general election that's 6 weeks from today. In a statement, Pillen said the inability to secure the votes was profoundly disappointing, and they left every inch on the field to get this done.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
How about we deal with clear skies across the area this evening? Temperatures slowly fall through the 60s down into the 50s and 40s as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. It's going to be a very pleasant day. Yesterday, we hit 84 after a morning low of 40. As we look at precip out there, nothing in the rain gauge yesterday. We're now close to 2 2/10 below normal for the year. Should have about 13 inches, and we only have 1082. As far as today's high, we were in the 80s again, low 80s at that, but still above normal. And we've got several more above normal days we're going to string together, maybe through the rest of the month. No precip coming here the next several days either. Certainly not in your school forecast tomorrow. Temperature's going to be in the upper 40s when you head off to school, and it'll be downright warm on your way home with temps right around 90. Precip chances, you're going to have a hard time finding any. Look at that. Over the next 7 days, it is quiet. Winds are going to be pretty in check, too. No real issues. Maybe the strongest breezes Monday, and even then only at 15 to 20. Your severe weather threat is non-existent the next couple of days. Temperatures right now in the 70s to near 80 in Ogallala, otherwise upper 70s. Winds out of the north, 10 to 15, a few gusts over 20, but not too bad out there at all. Your out-the-door forecast for tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with temperatures in the 50s at 8 o'clock, warming into the 80s by lunchtime, and topping out near 90 in the afternoon. Futurecast is quiet. We're not even going to hardly have any clouds to speak of the next several days. As you can see, we just stroll along in this forecast that's in motion. With cloud cover out there, you don't see anything. Late Thursday, a few clouds finally start to build up. That's really about it. Overnight lows tonight in the low to mid 40s. Another chilly night. Tomorrow's highs upper 80s to near 90. Another warm day out there. And yeah, there's certainly no precip coming the next several days. Let's take a look at our forecast for tonight. Clear, lows down around 45 or so. For tomorrow, it's going to be very warm. Highs right around the low 90s, 90 degrees or so, give or take. And we'll go Thursday, our warmest day in the upper 90s. We slide back into the near 90-degree range through the weekend. And then Monday, Tuesday of next week, we cool back into the upper 70s.
The incredible Renewal by Anderson Dog Days of Summer sale is here, and I will sit up and shake for this one. It's the best offer ever for new windows and doors. Please listen to this. You get 20% off, an additional 5% off if purchased on the initial consultation. No payments for 24 months, 2 whole years, no payments. Please visit rbawyoming.com. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation. Don't wait. This deal ends August 31st. 2 years, no payments. That's doggone awesome.
Tri-City Stormwater presents Stormwater 101, an illicit discharge.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
With this update of agriculture news on the Rural Radio Network, I'm Bryce Duskett. Former President Donald Trump has threatened John Deere with a 200% tariff on imported machinery. The former president criticized the company's decision to relocate some jobs and manufacturing to Mexico during a roundtable discussion he held yesterday in Pennsylvania focused on agriculture and concerns about China's influence on the food supply chain.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company, but as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States, so that if I win, John Deere is going to be paying a 200%. They haven't started it yet. Maybe they haven't even made the final decision yet, but I think they have. John Deere is going to, and anybody else that does this, because it's hurting our farmers, it's hurting our manufacturing.
Deere announced in 2022 it was moving some machinery production to Mexico, and this year Deere announced plans to build skid steers in Mexico. At the same time, the company has announced cutbacks on more than 1,800 production workers at facilities, mainly in Illinois and in Iowa, as reported by DTN.
They think they're going to make product cheaper in Mexico and then sell it in for the same prices they did before, make a lot of money by getting rid of our labor and our jobs.
Deere did not respond to a request from DTN for comment late yesterday, but they have continued to push back on criticism when it comes to their commitment to the U.S. manufacturing sector, highlighting that the company has invested more than $2 billion in domestic factories since 2019. They also note they have $27 billion in total U.S. manufacturing capital. From the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio, brought to you by Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff, you're listening to the latest in agriculture news on the Rural Radio Network.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Garing. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Plat Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Plat Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, it was standing room only this weekend as independent U.S. Senate candidate Dan Osborne held a forum at the Frontside Bar in Scottsbluff. Osborne, who challenged Senator Deb Fischer to a series of debates, asked the crowd of about 100 for their support, noting a recent poll showed him essentially tied with Fischer among those expressing a preference.
That polling has prompted Senator Fischer to go negative right out of the gate. I can tell you that I do not support abortion up to 9 months. I can tell you I'm not a Bernie Sanders Democrat. I don't support the Green New Deal. And I can tell you, what are some of the other ones? I don't even know. They're all fake. Supporting. I think one of them was supporting benefits for undocumented workers, Social Security benefits.
Osborne claimed that unlike the incumbent, he was not taking any money from big PAC donors and large corporations, saying his focus was on small money donations from individuals. The majority of his event was questions and answers, with Osborne discussing topics such as gun rights, abortion, and other hot-button issues. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.